Hello there, how are you today? We are back in this cutie little game. Today I'm going to get some of the housing that I've got. Now with housing, I also use these. There's some buildings in here. They're not actually houses. You don't get tickets in them. But you know, this little shed, it could be a little tiny house. I have also used it as a shed sort of in the back of my adobe house. That's a thing. We have somewhere in here, you know, putting a little chicken coop in the backyard if it's somebody who wants, you know, animals at home sort of thing. I've put the little smithy on a farm because maybe they do their own horseshoeing. I have used these. These are just a house for decoration. There's no tickets and things you can earn in them, but it gives you more for your, you know, for building like a neighborhood, right? You have more houses, and I have used these. I've put them two together on a lot, so it was like a semi-detached sort of place. There's this one is another little house you can use. This one, which is one of my favorites because I think it's just cute as it can be. So you can use these others, the little thatched house as well, and then this one. It's another rustic house. What is that? We've hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them in here that you can use for additional housing in the neighborhood. So you don't have to stick, well, for me, you don't have to stick to just, you know, the ones that are available. Now, I do have the 2 Oriental houses. I mean, do I want to put them together in a, you know, at the edge of town with a lot of rice around them as maybe a little farm that's growing nearby? This one, I've had canals around it before. Is it a home or is it, you know, something special? I think this time I'm just going to make it into part of the neighborhood. Just to keep things a little tidier in this one. Pick that up. My little Roman villa here, and I think there's another down at the end. And I do like the idea of using the little tree house as a house, like a park for kids or something, next to my residential area. I think I like that idea. That's working for me anyway. So we are going to haul these over here somewhere. And I do have a little farmhouse that I used in the demonstration for the little backyard barbecue place, just a simple little place, but we'll pick him up in a minute. I just want to get some idea of how this is going to fit. There's a lot of obstacles in the way here, and I'm really not sure that this is going to work for me. I don't think it's going to, is it? I'm just sitting here looking at one house and going, yeah, this isn't working. I just want it near my town center so badly. To the west of the east of the town center, there's both rocks and a river running all the way around. So that's not excellent either. Between the, you know, over here at the 16 mark, this is all really flat. From that row of rocks over, this is going to be, you know, rows of trees or animals or flowers or whatever. This is where the majority of the big industry is going to be wrapped right around the edges of this. I know that. And I love this little town, but man, all the way around it kind of is hard. Unless I clear this out and build the town here. Just take one section all along the railroad track. You know what? That's not bad. That's not a bad idea. Maybe that's the thing I should be thinking of. But I'll have to clear out the stuff I built before for the little housing or the little gardening demonstrations. I will have to remove all of that. But kind of liking the idea kind of along the track. Yeah, maybe so, guys. I know it's going to take up one of the primo planting areas, but you know, at this point, this farm is not about making the most money possible. This is about me building a little farm that an area, a community. I am building a community that I'm going to be comfortable in, that's all. So, let's make it comfortable. Okay, so that's all of those. The two Oriental places, I think I'll put them together. Oh, I'm going to have to wreck my wee little garden. Yeah, I came close to just recycling this place again, just so I didn't have to deal with all this moving around. It's like, oh my goodness. Oh well. It's all good. There's not that much. And the thing is here is it's going to be so much easier to just recycle the darn stuff than it would be to pick it up and move it. Can I do 3 at a time? No, it's doing 1 at a time. There's no way around this. There's no shortcut here, folks. This is just going to be, it is what it is. Not you. Nope, 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 nope. Come on. Aim. Aim. There we go. Actually, what you can do, doesn't always work though. Recycle this? Yeah. Let's try a thing here. First of all, lose that. If we pretend we're going to pick them up, let's try this. Because I think this works. Then if not, I will have made a fool of myself in public one more time. But that's okay. I'm used to it. Now, can I do... And then hit recycle. That's just going to take out the door. But how about the rest of it? Recycle. Low grass. No. I don't want that one. Recycle. Nope. Oh, come on. Work with me. I thought this has worked in the past. But I'm only catching the grass now, not the fence. Okay, if I catch this one, recycle that, and it's only going to do the one. Darn it. There was something one time. This actually worked for me. I don't know what it was, but I had selected a bunch of stuff, and then when I decided to recycle it, a whole bunch of them popped out. Maybe I just got lucky and it was just a weird glitch, but I was like, oh, that's so cool. Yeah, but it's not going to work today. Too easy. Would have been nice, though. Because if I'm going to build here, I got to move all of this stuff. Oh, that's okay. You know, the flowers, oh, just do it. Just do it. Although, you know what? Okay, get rid of, this is just, I don't want to do that. It's so pretty. Not that it costs any more than everything else I'm recycling, but the sacrifices you make to do a stream, you know, to do a recording. Get it. There we go. And recycle. And recycle. So how are you guys doing today? I'm going to keep working on this series for a bit. The Airborne Kingdoms is almost over. I think we've just got 2 kingdoms left. I might want to rebuild some of the place and make some streets wider, just make it a little more comfortable. It had occurred to me the other day, though, that if I make things wider, the spirit places and the tea rooms and that aren't going to be as efficient, so I'll be having to add more of those, which means more population. I could end up spending another 5 recordings just moving around buildings, right, and looking for extra people to man things I need. Oh, I'm so sorry. So, yeah, I'm not sure how far I'll take. I mean, I'll finish. I'm going to finish it. That's for sure. No. Although, you know what? I'll be getting rid of that too. So that, but I can do that with the, I'm sure I can do the low grass with my tractor. I hope these things weren't horribly expensive. I mean, you get a lot of it. You get half of it back, but 75. You know what? I'm fine. I'm good. I got lots of stuff. It'll be absolutely fine. This is just so much faster for you guys than me trying to move everything. And then it'll be in the wrong place, and they'll have to move it again. It's all good. Now, I still haven't sat down and worked out the alphabetical. I used to have all the fish written down alphabetically, and I've lost that notepad or something. But I did. I had it all. I'll have to do it again. I want to put the fish alphabetical probably. Oh, there's no reason for it, but and And I want to do the same with the trees. With the flowers, I don't know. I don't seem to care as much about the flowers, but the 5 tiles, yes I am. Then we got 2, and then we got that one. 8. Oh yeah, for the grass. Yeah, there we go. See, this is more better. This little lone one over here. So I'm going to be playing the foundation for a while because I really do love it. If I get to know it as well as Tim does, I might do, you know, another little mini series of just those hints and tips that aren't immediately obvious. I had done that before and they were well received, I guess. Or at least as far as I know they were. I mean, people are still watching them and using them, so I guess it's okay, but... Oops, I missed one. Yep, go. And there. Now, is those others, is that one over there going to be in the way? It might not. So how would I want to do this? If I just want houses on both sides, and I want them to have gardens, I want to have a little bit of a little garden behind like this, at least, so that's 3, and at least that wide, absolutely at least that wide. And I think what I will do is mark it out with and a row of trees, right? You're going to want some sort of sound barrier between your back garden and the track. That's a thing. I know this is going to be, you know, this will be a thing, right? I'm going to pick this for now. It's only going to give me 3. I don't want it to give me that. What do I want? I need something to just mark this is all I'm looking for. And that's not going to do it. You know what? We're just going to plow. We're just going to plow. So if that is the beginning of, we can put a road up that way toward the station in town. We start right here. Some lucky fella. I'm marking out back gardens here. We're just going to, are they all going to be the same size? Now there's a question. I don't know. I don't think they should be. And we put this in front. We could have it, you know, with some garden on either side. We could have it off to one side and the garden just on the other. Do I want more in front? Yeah, certainly, even if it's just less, but you know, something, right? Is this going to be this person's lot? It could totally just be this person's lot. Like this, like this, like so. I mean, that makes a decent property. That's obviously going to have to go too. And then I thought from here we could do, you know, here's where we could put in more little roads if we had a road going up like this. Now if I don't make them any deeper, if I'm going to put the road in here, the plots won't be deeper unless the odd one is just a little closer to the track or something like that. But they could be wider. They could all be wider. So that's okay. But if I thought I put up a road like this, something in the center. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to try. It was suggested, and this might be the trick. We'd want something quite small. We go rustic or just really tiny. Maybe just really tiny. If we put, no, it won't work. What I was hoping, remember, I mean, we could put that there and then put the road again down, but we're still not going to get a solid piece of road. It's just not, it's not going to work. So this is not what I'm going for at all. It was an idea. It just didn't turn out. Oh, well, good job. That's okay. Can I select it? No, not on here, apparently. Come on. Yes. Yes. And yes. Get your tractor, get your doodah, and put that road back, please. So if I did something like this, and then we have another, you know, another house there, another house, you know, da da da, and create an actual neighborhood. But I just don't want this little tiny path between. That just doesn't feel right at all. But I thought if we did the road, can I make it go like here? Is one going to be wide enough? I mean, maybe. And we put road here. And we put, you know, like this. We've got that green bit in the middle. Now, this is one option. And the other option is we make it even wider. And we'll just put a couple of, we'll put it in. We're going to try a couple of things here. Get out of your tractor, sunshine. Now, if we do it this way, this wide, we could have trees up the center and still have the greenery on either side, which kind of feels good. I like that kind of a lot now that I'm looking at it. You know, we could have our trees here and there. We could put flowers, you know, municipal plantings in between, and we would still have that lovely green strip on either side of our road. And we'd have houses on this side, houses on the other side. And this is more efficient, where we would just have the odd tree here too, and a planting, leave a couple of green spaces. If we put, let's see, if we leave one, we put a planting there, leave it green, we put one here, planting, green, planting here. You know, we could do this way with a house on each side, or the really wide one with a lot more green and a house on each side. And I'm going to get your opinion before I go too much further with this. I can start moving houses over here, certainly. But do we go narrow or wide? Narrow or wide with these? It's a good question. I mean, I can see, you know, absolute benefits to either of them. No problem there at all. You know, these guys could have maybe a bigger front garden. We'll move them back a little bit, like so. They got a little pool here in the front. Looks kind of weird. The garage is off to the side, but you know what? I don't like garages in the front anyway. I'm going to be honest. So that's okay. This could be, they've got quite a big lot on the side, so maybe they won't have a lot on this side. It'll be a little bit more narrow over here. And that's not going to work, but you know, this will be the boundaries for them. Okay, so this will be, you know, their lot. That's okay. You know what? I want the houses to be, you know, all in one area for the most part, to make it easier to do that run down, you know, do tickets kind of thing, but not so that it's, oh, well, that's boring, you know, or I'm all over the place. I don't want to be all over the place, but I don't want it just to be a row of freaking houses either. I want this to feel like it's a neighborhood. That's kind of more of the back of the place, although that is the pretty part. What would be the front? Doesn't that feel like it would be the back? You get the little well and the place to sit. I guess it depends on how sociable you are. That's the front here, isn't it? Where is it? That one. That's the front of the house. Yeah, there you go. There you go. And you would be, I don't know, do you want to be that far away from the thing? We'll move you up a little bit. Just to gape. There we go. Too close to the front of the road? I don't know. They're all different, right? And then we would lay out wherever their lot will be. Like so. And we'll just fill up the neighborhood here. So narrow or wide? I think the wide would feel more luxurious. The narrow would be more efficient. You know, they both. I'm sure I can probably live with either one. So you guys tell me what you think, and if I don't come up with any hard and fast decision before next time, we'll pick one of these and place some houses. This is going to take up a great big swath of some really primo planting area, but you know what? It's just the one. who cares, right? There's still some pretty big spaces out here where we can get some decent patches of flowers and plants, or whatever in. I just have to remember to leave a spot open for event items this time, and I haven't done that before, so, and that's why it got all messy and I just kept shoving things in. But yeah, either one of these is fine. What I will do, maybe before the next recording, is take down all of this stuff so it's out of the way. We'll see how much time I get in the next couple of days. So, narrow or wide? What is your opinion on how to do this bit of housing here to create our residential section of town? Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, patrons. I'm so grateful for so many things this year, and you guys are a part of that. Bye-bye.